All right, Wonder Woman. I well, first off, I absolutely loved the description of Wonder Woman that they gave out in the DC Dawn of Justice League special, and I absolutely loved the clip that they showed. Um, when they first cast Gal Gadot, I wasn't angry and I wasn't happy either. I was just meh. I was like, let's see how it is. I was giving her the benefit of that. I was like, look, they pick her for a reason, and let's just see how it goes. I'm not one of those people that was complaining about, oh, she's not built big enough. I'm like, have you not read most of the comics? I mean, look at the New 52. She's basically the same build as Gal Gadot. But what makes her Wonder Woman is not really the muscle mass, is what she stands for and stuff like that. And the fact that she's Amazonian. But a lot of people are like, oh, but she's Amazonian. She has to be big. She has to be like fucking wrestler, size. And I'm just like, no. There's many versions of Wonder Woman in the comics where she's skinny or as skinny as Gal Gadot. What? And Linda Carter's the same thing. Look how skinny she is. And people say she's an iconic Wonder Woman. I just don't get it. But what I love most about the Wonder Woman segment is her character, how they described her character. Because I'm sorry, I'm one of those people that I couldn't get in to Wonder Woman comics, not because of her character. I mean, a little bit of her character, I'll explain why later, but it's how the writers write Wonder Woman. It's just, it was just cringeworthy. It's just, bitchy's the wrong word, but it's just, it was hard to get. It's like they're writing a character to prove a point, and not writing a character just, for the character. They're writing Wonder Woman just to prove a point that, oh, look at this strong female character. She can kick ass. I already know she can kick ass, but I just want to know her more. Because the more I read the comics and I flip over the pages, it feels like the writer's just pushing this idea that Wonder Woman can stand with the guys, where I'm just like, I want to read because of the character, I want to see her, like, her thought process. I want to see her push down obstacles, not just to push like this fucking whatever it is they're trying to push. So when do you know what I mean? Because right now, because in this day and age, people's mindsets, in order to write a strong female character, they must make her, like, for some reason, her default attitude must be bitchy for some reason. I don't understand why, but that's the thought process. Like, we need to make a strong female character, so let's make her bitchy and fucking, like I can stand toe to toe with the boys kind of thing. It was just weird. So when they talked about Wonder Woman in this segment, what I loved is that they're not trying to prove a point. When they describe this character, it's like, look, she's kind, she's strong, but she could hold her own. Like, if you fuck with her, she will kick your ass. And that's what I loved. And I loved in the special where Diana, I call her Diana. Yeah, I mean, she is Diana. But when Gal looked in the mirror and then she puts the glasses on and she tilts her head at me, I'm like, holy shit. It was cute. It was a beautiful scene. It wasn't trying to prove a point. It wasn't trying to push in this shit. It's just a story about this woman coming to her own, and she has a strong Amazonian powers. A story about a strong, powerful female character, which I absolutely loved, and I really liked not only the character of Wonder Woman that they're gonna portray, but the backstory. I mean, they didn't really flush out much, but if I remember right, Jeff Johns said in this world, in this DC Extended Universe, the Amazons were created to be the guardians of mankind, to become its protectors, to watch over them, stuff like that. But the Amazonians, Ugh. The Amazonians deviate from their purpose because they thought mankind isn't worthy of protecting anymore. And Diana's like, why not? Because why not do something what we were created to do, to protect man and probably bridge the gap between the sexes. And But they said, but the Amazon says they're not worth it. So Diana went on her own into man's world to try to figure out why and to figure out if they're still worth saving, and all that. And they go in a really good time period, World War One. Because most of the movies they only focus on World War Two, the Nazis and stuff like that. But it's really if you think about it, it does make sense in World War One because that's the First World War. So it was a really big fucking deal. So that's what brought the Amazon. I'm like, holy shit, World War. So it's like the First World War. So it makes sense to put her in that time period. And I like I said, I love the description of the Amazon as well. Like they were created to protect man. Obviously, they didn't go into much detail about that, but what I love about the first and the biggest thing what I love about this description of how the Amazons came to be and stuff like that, it destroys this contradiction. That was my problem with Wonder Woman. It destroyed this contradiction of the Wonder Woman character. Because they did touch on it in the comics. I think it was Kingdom Come, and I love that comic book, by the way, where Batman himself says, so wait, you want to bring peace through war? How does that make any sense? And personally for me is that, Wonder Woman, for the sake of argument, let's just say Wonder Woman stands for equality, alright? That she stands for equality, she fights for the rights of women, so it could be same as men, all that good stuff. What I just roll my head on, one of the things that I can't take her serious is like, she says this, right? Like she wants to change man's world so it could be equal and stuff like that, which is fine, which is great, everyone supports that. But it's just that if you go back to Themyscira, look, let's be honest here, Themyscira has to be one of these sexist places out of the DC universe. I mean, if you're a man and if you walk into Themyscira, you will be executed. And if you are a man, if Amazon gives birth to a male, he gets killed or thrown into a river. So in my head, I'm just processing on my wait. So you want to bring equality to this land, yet you can't even bring it to your own? I mean, fix your problems before you come in. Yeah, but this has nothing to do with, all that shit. But again, I love the clip as well. Seeing Diana in action was awesome. It's been a long time coming. It took how many years for them to get a Wonder Woman movie out of the ground? It was insane. There was supposed to be like a TV show, but it got cancelled. I'm glad it did because I saw the outfit look stupid. And I'm glad the actress herself is getting some work over at Marvel side, and I hope she finds success in that, and happiness in that. And I'm trying to think if any more should add on. I don't think so. But yeah, it was a great clip. I'll probably talk about that subject more maybe later if I remember or if I could be bothered. But yeah, I loved that part of the segment. It was wonderful seeing Wonder Woman in action. It's been a long time coming, and I can't wait to see it in the cinema. Can't wait for it. And I know Kevin Smith said that she was feminist cultural icon, and first wave, second wave, yeah, possibly. But third wave. Alright, and the next thing they talked about is Justice League and Green Lantern Corps. Again, they didn't really go into much detail about it. We did get cool concept art, not from the Green Lantern Corps, but from the Justice League, where it was really rough. It was rough. It really was. But it was really, really... Again, it was really cool to see. There was one image where all the Justice League members are walking, right? And then Superman, his cape was flowing down the front that covered one of his arms. Seriously, he looks royalty. He looks like a god. It was insane. When I was watching, I was like, holy shit, that's cool. If they make that image come to life, that will be... mind blown. They talked about how the Justice League fights together as a unit, and they talked about how each of these characters in the Justice League are very unique, since they came from different worlds and stuff like that. Plus, I am really interested to see all these different characters fight together as a unit. It's really, but those concept arts were insane. And the Green Lantern Corps, it was just like 20 seconds. It's basically announcing, hey, they're gonna be in the DC Extended Universe, guys. Don't worry about it. And I really want it. If they're gonna pick a Green Lantern, I want them to try Hal Jordan again. I really want them to try Hal Jordan again, because he's one of the greatest Green Lanterns out there. He's the first human, stuff like that. People were saying John Stewart. I mean, yeah, I watched the Justice League animated where they introduced John Stewart. Well, that was when I was first introduced to John Stewart. But I would really much like Hal Jordan, since he's the first guy. Plus, originally, he was the founding members of the Justice League. But overall, I can't wait for Green Lantern Corps. I'm theorizing that it's going to be like, all of them, like John Stewart, Hal Jordan, Guy Gardner, Kyle Rayner, all those guys. And I hope Razor's in it. If you watched Green Lantern animated series, you know who I'm talking about. So that's it, guys. That's my thoughts on the whole DC Dawn of the Justice League special. I really enjoyed it. I really love the concept art they brought out. I'm so excited for the DC Extended Universe. I loved Man of Steel. Can't wait for BVS, and I can't wait for the future projects. Thanks for watching my video, and have a nice day.